Welcome to Near Real Sports, the home of college football simulations. Please subscribe to the channel and enjoy this simulation.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, it is going to be an electric start here today. It is so exciting down here on the field. As you know, Indiana coming off their first national championship in school history in college football. The fans are crazed. It is electric, but Coach Cignetti knows they cannot rest on their laurels of last season. With so many guys gone and the Heisman Trophy winner gone, they have to start over today. They can't wait to get on the field and prove this Indiana team can.
Texas kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hoosiers offense will come out first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, it was so impressive to watch the greatest turnaround in all of college football history. It had a lot to do with the offensive line, right? Guys that got on guys, that communicated. They were so well coached up front. So, Palmer, a couple of new faces, but...
It's a running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Beebe. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keep. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Milner. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Quarterback gets enough. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. North Texas in the hurry up.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. First carry of the season. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Mean Green. A great catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knocked down immediately. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Running inside, it's Beebe. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Milner. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now second and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Trying to get started. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Finds his target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Keeps it moving, it's Beebe. Turning it on! Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The run inside. It's Beebe. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. Powers through the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll run him again. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Jackson will throw. They'll run the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. North Texas really has it going on offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is White. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the ground, it's Beebe. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Turns it loose. That's caught. It's shot. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Defense there to stop him after he spun his way to a 5-yard pickup. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Beebe. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Got a man. It's White. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Milner.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Jackson will throw. Works the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking down the middle. Grabs it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Texas. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Hits inside, it's Beebe. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. 2nd and long here. Running to the left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Got his man. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Look out! And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time. Makes a grab and room to run. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it, David. Every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Straight ahead, it's Richard. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Texas, taking on the Texas State Bobcats. And it's the Longhorns trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game in Bloomington. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Beebe. Breaks into the open. Give him 88 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped right there. 3rd and long right here. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Turns it upfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush is on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of it. North Texas will have to punt it away.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, it's Beebe. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Draw play, it's Richard. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. Catch in the middle, it's shot.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Beebe. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. He's got 99 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Jackson will throw. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Milner. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the touchdown, Indiana. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Finds a crease. It's White. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Run ends there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Jackson gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside. It's White. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. Taken down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Drops back. It's Hoover. That's reeled in. It's Becker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Beebe. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in. Quick step and go. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Making the adjustment. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. The give to the back. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Jackson will throw. Caught. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hits inside. It's Beebe. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Give him 114 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Beebe. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Fires into the end zone. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the front now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Straight ahead, it's White. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Long way to go on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, on the stop. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking for an alley. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be dropped. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and long here. Quick give. It's White. He's stopped.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.